Hey, Greg with All Southern Outdoor, and I'd like to talk about palm trees today a little bit. And I'm going to go through, I guess, the top 3 palms that I normally see and kind of how we price them and look at them. You've got the very common, I think that is a sable palm. You see a lot of these. Sometimes they're called cabbage palms. You'll see a lot of those around apartments. Those aren't really the hardest to prune. So it's one thing to prune the palm, it's another thing to remove the boots or deboot a palm, which debooting one palm could cost as much as pruning 2 to 5 palms. It's a very strenuous process. There's really no machine to do it. So it's all kind of like very laborious handwork. And so it can be quite costly to deboot them. See, these are the boots on palm trees here. So, and honestly, if you take them off too early, it's kind of like ripping a fingernail off. This one's going a little easy, but I'll leave it there. But so that's sables. You know, you have large canary palms, which some types of palms kind of drop their fronds and they're very large, so you don't need to prune them as much. But some people like to prune those up, and there can be a lot of spikes and stuff with those larger palms, so they're a little more dangerous, and there's a lot more material coming out of them. So, you know, they're also a little bit expensive, a little more than your sables, and then you got Sylvesters, and those are similar to the canaries. Then you have the Washingtonias, and those are the really tall ones that you see. And those are a little more than sables as well because of just the problem of getting to the top of them, right? You definitely need flat land. You need to stay, extra cautious up there in the bucket when you're going way high up to prune those palms. There could be bees up there, baby squirrels, owls. I've seen it all, bats. So it can get rather, tumultuous up there pruning those palms. But we do prune them all, and we have a few different types of lifts that we use. A spider lift where we can kind of maneuver around tight spaces and reach a lot of those palms that are close to buildings or close to other trees. The JLG is kind of like a rolling lift that helps us move around a lot faster and get to a lot of palms quicker. And then you've got, a bucket truck where you can drive it around and get to some other, those trucks, well, basically they have small lifts on them. So quite an arsenal of lifts and, different types of saws and things we use. There's pole saws so we can reach even higher up to reach certain palms like those Washingtonias I mentioned. But yeah, palms are something we do all the time. We don't really prune per each. So we typically count them all up and see what you have and kind of look at the whole scope of work, because each palm is different, how long they've been growing, how much material is coming out. Are we debooting them? Are we removing dead palms? That's one thing sometimes we can give you a list price for, is like a sable palm removal, maybe around $400, $350. But that gives you an idea of kind of how we deal with palms and what we're looking for. So if you are looking for some palm pruning, give us a holler. My name again is Greg, and you can call or text me at 386-343-2782. Talk to you later. Bye.